Hello class. Welcome to welcome to class today, guys. Today we're going to do an experiment and we're going to learn how clouds are formed and why it's rain, right? And can okay. So for our learning objectives, students will be able to understand why rain falls from clouds. Students will be able to follow multi-step directions, and students will be able to um, make students will be able to make predictions and hypotheses. Okay, so can anybody tell me what is a cloud? Anybody? Well, okay, well, great answer. Well, a cloud is a large collection of a very tiny droplets of water or cor- ice, ice crystals. The droplets are so small and light that they can float in the air. Now, can anybody tell me how are clouds formed? Anyone? Okay, well, clouds are formed. They're formed through all air, which contains water, but near the ground is usually in the form of an invisible gas called water vapor. So basically, clouds. All right, so we learned what a cloud is. A cloud is a large collection of very tiny droplets of water, like ice crystals, and the droplets are so small and light that they can float in the air. So today, class, today we will get a chance to observe a raining day in the classroom. Okay, I'll be monitoring the experiment first and then you guys will be doing it on your own. Okay? Um, so we talked about clouds and what is a cloud? Again, a cloud is a large collection of very tiny droplets of water of ice crystals. Okay? So that's so perfect. Alrighty, so let's begin the experiment. So for the materials that we're going to use for our experiment, we're going to need 2 cups of water, or 1 cups of water. We're going to need food coloring, the color blue, and we're going to need shaving cream, okay? And we're going to use a measuring cup and we're going to measure the water. So let's begin the experiment, okay? But before we begin the experiment, I want to ask you guys a question. What will happen if we make a cloud with shaving cream on top of the water and sprinkle food coloring on top of it? Huh? Do you think the cloud will turn blue? All completely blue? Do you think the cloud will rain? Or do you think the cloud will sink into the water? Those are going to be your on your recording sheet of your Make It Rain recording sheet. You're going to be answering the question that I just asked you. And you're going to make a hypothesis. Again, the question is, what will happen if we make a cloud with a shaving cream on top of the water and sprinkle food coloring on top of it? Again, do you think the cloud is going to sink through the water? Do you think the cloud will turn completely blue, or think it's just going to rain? So let's make those a hypothesis, okay? Let's write down a hypothesis and let's talk about it and discuss with our group, okay? Right next to it. And once we do that, we're going to begin and starting our experiment, which I already said what the materials we needed. I'm just going to give out you guys the materials and then we're going to begin. Before we begin, I'm going to do the model. So as we are done do that, we will need a clear glass jar so you can see what's going on. Again, you're going to need shaving cream, food coloring, and some water. So let's get some water on. You're going to measure your cup. I say you do about 1.5 of the measuring cup, 1.5. So you're going to put it in your clear a jar all the way to the top. If you need more and it does not go all the way to the top, then you'll add some more water. Okay. Again, we're going to see if the cloud goes through, will sink through the water, or if the cloud would turn completely blue. I think this is too much water. Excuse me. There you go. Or it will just rain. So once we did the water, so again, remember that clouds are tiny water droplets that come together in the sky. Now, when the water is too heavy for the clouds to hold, it begins to rain. So let's put in the shaving cream and let's see what's going to be happening. Oh, did it sink through? So I guess it did not sink through. So maybe that was that whoever made that guess or made the hypothesis. We'll see what's gonna happen. Now, remember the shaving cream is what presents the clouds. Let's put in the food coloring. Now you're gonna put in 5 drops of food coloring and you're gonna see what happens right away, okay? And you can put it anywhere you like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. Let's put one right here again, just in case. And let's observe. Now we're going to see what is happening. Let's just watch and see what happens. I need you guys to see. And we're just going to see what is happening. And you guys are going to write down your what you're watching and what you're seeing. Oh, look, there goes our first droplet. That's the first one. It took about 5 seconds, right? There goes the second one. So as you're watching, the cloud is just going through. The droplets are just going through. This is how rain is formed. Okay? That is how rain is formed. So now for the assessments, I will be observing the students as they complete the activity to see if they understand. I will be asking questions like, for example, what each step represents. For example, what is the shaving cream? What is the blue food coloring represents? As well, with the assessments, they will be writing down their hypothesis on Make It Rain record sheet. They also draw and write about your observation, and they will write down. They will write down their hypothesis, and then they observe to see if it came true. That will be down on the record sheets, and that's will also be my other informed assessments to see if they are understanding and analyze what's going on. Then again, they will be writing down. So let's say example, one of the students wrote down the cloud will completely turn blue. Then they will discuss it with their partner that did not come true, and they're going to draw that out in their Make It Rain record sheet. Okay, and so as you see, again, the cloud. Why is it cloud? So that's how the cloud. If that is how the cloud. I have my notes here. That is how the cloud is formed. Again, that's how the cloud is. A cloud is a large collection of very tiny droplets of water or ice crystals, which is where we're observing the tiny water droplets, right? And that's what we did with the cloud. The shaving cream is the cloud. The um, the food coloring is the tiny droplets of the rain, and this is how it rains. Because once the water gets too heavy, um, for the clouds to hold, that's how it begins to rain. See, that's what we learned today. And then I will also for another assessment, I will have either by themselves or partner show me what they learned through experiment step by step. I will want to see how they learn, and then explain to me why the droplets are coming down, because the water is too heavy on the clouds to hold, so it begins to rain. I want for them to be able to understand that, and those will be my also, so when they're showing me their experiment is another assessment with the partner. They will that will show me I will be able to see if they are understanding the process. So as we can see, this is our observation. This is my experiment, a rain cloud. It's about the weather, which I use the context of, excuse me, I have it right here, weather and climate for kindergarten. Children will be able to make observations to determine that, no, that's not you. Children will use tools and materials to use and share observations of local weather conditions to describe patterns over time. Excuse me, you know. So this is what they did. This is my experiment. I actually enjoyed doing it. As you can see, my hands got fully blue. The kids will love doing it. So this is something that I did. So now you guys will be writing down um, and drawing out what you guys observe and what you guys seen and what happened. Okay, you guys will be writing that down on your Make It Rain sheet. Observe your Make It Rain record sheet. I hope you enjoyed the experiment. Thank you.